The Loretta Young Show.
Hello. Right now, we want to thank you for one of the most important gifts we've ever received. The invitation to come into your home and to share this happy season of Christmas with you. This is our second one together, and, well, we, for our part, sincerely hope that there are going to be many, many more. There's a particular member of our crew here, one of the sound men to be exact, Jimmy Duffy, whom we have always felt would make a perfect Santa Claus. Oh, not only because he's so jolly all the time, but because he's so sweet and round and fully packed. And here he is, our own personal Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas! The combined service clubs are running late with their partying, and it's throwing us off our schedule.
Well, those things will happen.
Well, of course, I could go in there and ask them to cut it short, but, well, the children seem to be enjoying it, so I hate to.
Oh, no, I wouldn't listen to such a thing. Oh, we have all the time in the world.
Oh, thank you. I knew you'd understand.
Yeah, well, I'll just step outside and explain to the rest of the committee. And don't you let it bother you at all. No, we have all the time in the world. We don't mind waiting.
Thank you, thank you. Oh. You know, Helen, people really are wonderful. All these organizations wanting to do something special for the children at Christmas time.
Yes, and every year it seems like more people want to get in the act.
Of course, I wish there was some way of spreading it out over the rest of the year a little more, don't you?
I'll say. I guess it's the Christmas spirit. That's what gets into people. Though Christmas is mostly for children, don't you think?
Yes, apparently it is. This is Sarah Wynn.
One moment, please. I'll transfer your call.
I'll be in the West Wing, Helen, if you want me.
All right.
Mrs. Wynn, look what I have.
Oh, you got a Christmas card from somebody.
No, it's for you. You see, it's addressed to you.
For me?
Mm-hmm.
It's addressed for me?
Yes.
Oh. Sarah Wynn, County Poor Farm, Custer County. Why, it's not even opened.
No.
Oh, it came straight through the mail. Somebody sent it to me.
Well, why don't you open it, Mrs. Wynn, and see who it's from, huh?
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, yes, it's very beautiful.
Oh, would you read it for me, Miss Dawson? You know, my glasses, I can't quite make it out.
Surely. Wishing you all the joys of Yuletide and a happy and prosperous New Year. Your loving granddaughter, Louise Fulton.
Oh, but that's little Louise. Fred's girl. She's never even seen me.
Oh?
But she remembered her grandma.
She certainly did.
Oh, well, bless her little heart. Oh.
Miss Dawson.
Yes, Miss Bell.
Was that all the mail there was? I was sort of expecting something.
Well, I'll tell you, the mail hasn't been assorted yet. Mrs. Wynn's car just happened to be on top of the stack, and I was coming this way, so I brought it along. See?
Maybe I'll get a card from my boy this Christmas. He's the middle one, and the one who generally remembers. Just got out in October.
You know, we must remember that, well, sometimes people out in the world, they intend to do things, but then they get busy and... Well, you know how it is, huh?
Calling Miss Dawson. Mrs. Leonard in the lobby.
Oh, I'll see you later, Miss Belton. You know, that's very nice, Mr. Pete.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I still need a little practice.
Well, could be, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Dawson, there you are.
Nice to see you.
I decided to come a little early so I could pick up the children myself.
Oh, you mean you want to take them now?
That's right.
But it's still 3 days before Christmas.
Yes, I know, my dear. Oh, and this year I want all girls. Not too young, you understand. Not too old.
But, Mrs. Leonard, this isn't quite the way I understood it. I thought that you wanted to take 3 children into your home Christmas Eve and bring them back Christmas Day.
Well, I changed my plans slightly.
Oh, I see. You understand, of course, that the children are here in the hospital for a reason. I mean, they're under medical care.
Well, if they need medical care, I'll have my personal physician there. Of course, I don't want any children that have anything organically wrong with them.
Oh.
I wouldn't mind a child being on crutches, for instance, providing that she could walk down the stairs Christmas morning.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want all 3 of the little girls to walk down the stairs Christmas morning when I give the signal.
Yes, Mrs. Leonard, may I make a suggestion? This year, instead of taking 3 little girls who, well, after all, they'd really rather be here with their own little friends anyway on Christmas, why don't you take 3 of our older ladies? Take them into your home as guests. Pamper them a little bit, you know. Make them feel wanted, as if somebody really cared about them. Oh, you've no idea what a wonderful thing you'd be doing.
Miss Dawson, do you think it's an advantage to your position to be so emotional?
Oh, well,
and besides, you're misinterpreting my request. Why, Christmas just wouldn't seem like Christmas at my home without the laughter of little children.
Oh, please, Mrs. Leonard. Take these older ladies. It would mean so much to them.
Well, really, I resent your trying to dictate to me the direction my charity shall take.
Charity? To walk in here and order 3 children to be installed in your home for a few days so that you can hear the sound of childish laughter.
Miss Dawson, do you feel well?
I feel very well. And I'm going to feel much better when I get the rest of this off my mind. I'm going to be quite specific, Mrs. Leonard. We have no children available to you to take to your home, either tonight nor Christmas Eve nor ever again, so long as I am in charge here.
Well, your behavior is most unprofessional, and I shall report you to Mr. Blackburn.
Marcella. Do you realize who she is?
I know.
How much influence she has?
I know, Helen.
Oh, she's got the county commissioners right under her thumb. They'll have your job before the week's out.
I'm sorry, but I don't care. If she really wanted to do something for the children, it would be different, but she doesn't. She wants them to do something for her.
Wasn't the real reason you blew your top because she wouldn't take the 3 old ladies instead of the children? I mean, if you're going to be absolutely honest about it.
Well, all right, so it was.
She's the only phony patroness we have, and you have to tangle with her. Oh, there goes my board. One moment, please. May I help you?
I was supposed to ask for Miss Dawson. I'm Joe Wilson.
Mr. Wilson, I'm Miss Dawson. Will you come over here, please? Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
I talked to you on the phone, didn't I?
That's right.
And your club wanted to put on a Christmas party for the children.
Well, it isn't a club exactly. You see, somebody started a collection down at the plant. We all decided to kick in part of our bonus to put on a party for the children in the hospital.
Well, how nice.
I'm supposed to work out the details and report back.
Well, I don't know what else I can tell you, Mr. Wilson. It's like I said on the phone. We're booked solid.
Oh.
I guess we're just lucky here at Custer County. It seems everyone wants to put on a Christmas party for the children.
Well, gee, I'm sorry. I hoped we'd be able to work something out.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes?
I was just thinking, would you like to do something really wonderful with that money you've collected?
Well, I don't know how wonderful it can be. We only collected about $350.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Well, how many children are there in the hospital?
Oh, you mean the younger children?
Yes.
Oh, well, there are quite a few. But what I had in mind was, would you be opposed to putting on a party for, say, one of our older groups?
Oh, I don't see what difference that would make. You mean like teenagers?
Well, they're not exactly teenagers I had in mind.
It'd be all right, even if they were. Well, I mean, kids are kids. Just because they get to be 14, 15 years old, that doesn't mean they're not interested in Christmas.
No, it certainly doesn't.
There's just one thing. We got to be thinking about the kids' parents. Maybe some of them might be a little bit touchy about having strangers...
Well, I don't think we have to worry about that, because in this group, well, what I mean is, none of their parents are living.
Oh. You mean they're all orphans?
Well, yes, sort of.
That's too bad.
Yes, it is. Just think, Mr. Wilson, thanks to you and your group, this year they won't be forgotten. No, sir. This year they, too, will hear the angels sing.
I don't know. You've taken all that money from him. You might say under false pretense.
Oh, don't be silly, Helen. Well, he gave that money to put on a party with, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
But he still thinks you're giving the party for the children.
Well, they are children. Well, we're all children in the eyes of God, no matter how young or how old we are. Isn't that right?
Look, you don't have to convince me. I'm on your side, remember?
Yeah.
It's just that I'm afraid you may get into trouble.
Well, all they can do is fire me. And if my little bells are ringing correctly, I'm going to get fired anyway as soon as Mrs. Leonard sticks the commissioners on me. Oh, no, Mr. Pete. You can't come in here, not yet. You'll spoil the surprise.
Yes, it's just that, well, have you got a piece of fancy Christmas wrapping paper I could borrow and a piece of fancy wrapping twine, something you might have left over?
Well, how much do you need?
Well, I don't need very much, just enough to wrap 5 packets of tobacco in, that's all.
Well, all right, I'll get it for you, but don't you look now, huh? All right. Yes, that's fine. How's that? All right?
Yeah. I've been saving my tobacco ration ever since they took Long John into the hospital.
Oh?
I knowed I wanted to have something to send in to him come Christmas. I ain't took but 1 smoke a day. Well, twice, too.
Oh, Mr. Pete, you should have told me. You've forgotten Long John doesn't smoke.
No, I didn't forget. It's just that there ain't much else I can give him this Christmas. It don't matter so much he don't smoke. He knows I smoke. He'll know I'm going without for him. That way he'll know I'm thinking about him. He'll understand. See?
Yeah, I see.
Well, thanks for the wrappings.
Yeah, you're welcome, Mr. Pete. Oh, I just love these icicles, don't you?
Very nice.
I think they're so much prettier than that old-fashioned kind of tinsel.
This package marked for Henry.
Huh?
It came unwrapped.
Oh.
Isn't that kind of an odd present for a little boy? A shaving brush?
Well, it's what he wanted. You know, different people want different things.
Apparently they do.
Yeah.
Just how old is this Henry that wanted the shaving brush?
Oh, I don't know exactly.
About how old?
Well, like I told you, I don't know, but if it's important, I'll look it up in the record for you.
Is he under 5?
Oh, no, he's older than 5.
Is he under 10?
Oh, I'd say he's at least 10. Hmm?
All right, is he under 40?
Well, why do you ask that?
You put one over on me, didn't you, Miss Dawson? Kind of made a fool of me.
Look,
I just want to tell you that's no particular achievement. It's been done before. So don't feel too proud of yourself.
As a matter of fact, I do feel proud of myself, Mr. Wilson. And there's nothing that you can say is going to change it.
You feel proud?
Yes, I do. Very proud. And you want to know why?
That'd be nice.
All right, I'll tell you. It's because I have managed to connive, to make it possible for a few old people to enjoy one more Christmas before they die. To enjoy one precious hour where they can be remembered and loved and wanted. So you can go ahead and feel very sorry for yourself. Because you think I've made a fool of you, but I'm not going to cry over it. Because I've never been happier in my life. These old folks are going to have a very good party, even if I have to lose my job over it.
I'm sorry, Miss Dawson. Well, gee, why didn't you tell me?
Because you wouldn't have let me spend the money for a party for the older people if I had told you. Well, you wouldn't have now, would you?
Well, I don't suppose so.
No, of course you wouldn't.
Well, how could I? It wasn't my money. Gosh, what are the guys going to say down at the plant when they find out?
I don't know what the county commissioner's going to say when he finds out either, but I can guess.
One of the most influential women in this county. Tell her that she can't take any children into her home at Christmas. Why, she's been doing it as far back as I can remember. And then on top of that, this misappropriation of funds, this deception, this...
Just a minute, Commissioner. I don't see where this party is any concern of yours. It wasn't public money. Never cost the taxpayers a cent. I brought the money in and turned it over to Miss Dawson. I think it's just between her and me.
For your information, Mr. Wilson, Miss Dawson is the agent for the county commissioners. We're responsible for everything she does.
Mr. Blackburn, I can make it very simple for everyone. I'll simply resign my job tonight. There'll be no fuss about it. No adverse publicity, nothing. But you must promise me one thing. Don't let these old people know the truth about it. Let them think that everybody wanted them to have a beautiful Christmas party. Because, believe me, it would break their hearts.
Yes, I like it because it's green, and somebody remembered I like green. Oh, I think Christmas is so wonderful. Don't you, Stella?
Yes, indeed, I do.
Oh, yes, I just wish you could have seen Long John's face when I opened up your package for him. Oh, it would have delighted you. And he told me to tell you, and he said, don't forget one word. Tell Pete the first 87 years of my life didn't amount to very much. But this last year is the important one because I found me a real friend, and his name is Pete.
Oh, I knew he'd understand. About the tobacco, I knew. Long John and me, we understood each other right off the bat.
Miss Dawson.
Oh.
It's a wonderful
Oh,
party.
thanks, Mr. Wilson. You know Mr. Pete, of course.
Yes.
And
Hello,
this
Pete.
is Mr. Blackburn.
Of
Pete.
course. Now, don't stand up, Pete, because I don't want to.
Oh, why don't you sit here, Mr. Wilson?
Well, thank you.
Mr. Wilson's group gave the money for this party.
Oh. Well, did you get some sort of a present, Pete? I mean, at the party.
No, I sure did. I got this wallet here. Got a place in here for my name. Any kind of papers and all kinds of little places. Genuine leather it is, too. It says there right in that little writing. And this money was inside of it. 3 brand spanking new $1 bills. I ain't never seen paper without any wrinkles in it before, have you?
It's real fine, Pete. It's a good-looking wallet, too.
Yeah, $3 in my pocket. Yeah, when I sit out front and watch the stage go by, I can feel in my pocket and know that I could buy a ticket on that stage if I was of a mind to. Ride clean over to Goshen.
Well, that's nice, Pete. What will you do when you get there? Really paint the town? Have yourself a high old time, huh?
Oh, I probably won't ever go into town as far as that goes. If I did, my money'd be gone and I wouldn't have it no more. It ain't going into Goshen that's important. It's knowing you could do it if you was of a mind to. That's what makes the difference.
Yeah, I see, Pete. I see what you mean. You'll have to forgive me if I don't understand you the way your friend in the hospital does. You see, I haven't lived so long. I still have a lot to learn.
Marcella? Oh, yes. Excuse me just a minute. Sorry, Miss Blackburn. Yes, Helen?
Say, Mr. Blackburn, I don't want to seem nosy or nothing, but I was walking past the lobby and I heard Miss Dawson say something about turning in her resignation. Now, you wouldn't let her do that, would you?
Well, now, Pete, that's not for you to worry about.
Well, I ain't really worried, Commissioner. First, I had the feeling you was kind of letting her go, you know, firing her, as a fella says. And I thinks to myself, oh, Pete, you old fool. They wouldn't let her go. I should have known that right off.
Well, of course, these organizational matters are difficult to understand. I know. You'll pardon me if I don't discuss it with you, won't you, Pete? In the long run, a place like this, we just have to do what we think is wise, even if it might seem odd to you.
Then you do aim to let her go. Yeah, I suppose you do have to do what you think is wise, no matter how foolish it is.
Besides, you understand that, don't you, Miss Bell?
Yes, of course I do.
I think so, too. Let's see now, on the other page, we... Over here it is, Miss Bell, look. That's the prettiest...
Mr. Blackburn, may I speak with you alone a minute, please?
Yes, of course.
I've been trying to get a hold of you all day.
Oh?
I understand that as yet nothing has been done about Miss Dawson.
Mrs. Leonard, Miss Dawson took care of that herself. She resigned.
Oh? Fine. All right, I'll go along.
Wouldn't you like to stay and have a cup of punch?
No,
You'll
thank you.
enjoy it. It's awfully good.
Well,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention for a moment, please? Thank you. We have a surprise for you this evening. That is, Mr. Peter Albert Pode has a surprise for you. Mr. Pete?
I see you for a minute?
Oh, sure, Mr. Pete. Oh, it was just beautiful. Just beautiful. What is it?
I know what's happening, and I just want you to know I'm hoping you the best of good luck and a new place real soon.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Pete. But do me a favor, will you? Don't mention it to anybody, will you?
No. Here.
What's this?
It's something I want you to have.
Well, what is it?
Please, ma'am, don't say nothing.
What's the matter?
It's Mr. Pete's $3. He gave to me.
Just one thing more. May I have your attention, please? Just one short announcement. Now, some of you may have heard a rumor that Miss Dawson is going to resign as superintendent of the county home and hospital. Now, it is true that Miss Dawson is submitting her resignation. But I just want to tell you that I, for one, will refuse to accept it. Because I feel that Miss Dawson has a real vocation in caring for the ill, the injured, and the aged, and the infirm. But mostly because I think we need her to lead the blind. Now, we have witnessed the birth of an annual tradition here in Custer County. We will not again forget the soul, the spirit, and the words of him whose birth we celebrate tonight. Inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
Come on, everybody. Silent Night.
Friends, have a wonderful Christmas. And may the little infant shower you with his gifts of compassion and understanding and kindness. For these are the things, we are told, that nurture the souls of men. Well, good night. See you next week.